Welcome to the Listening Time podcast. Hey everybody, this is Connor, and you're listening to episode 129 of the Listening Time podcast. Thank you all for listening. I hope you all are doing well. I hope that your English learning is going great. And at the time that this episode is released, it will be a week of Thanksgiving here in the US. And so that's where I want to talk about today. I'm going to talk about Thanksgiving. I'll talk about this holiday, the origin of the holiday, some of the food that people like to eat here on Thanksgiving, and I'll talk about some of the things that I'm thankful for from this year, from 2023. So hopefully you'll enjoy this episode, and a lot of people are curious about Thanksgiving because it's not something that you have all around the world. It's more of a regional thing in US. I think in Canada, I'm not sure where else, but you don't have Thanksgiving all over the world. So lots of people are curious about the topic. They are never celebrated Thanksgiving in the US before. So we talk about that today. And remember that if you feel ready to practice with the real conversation, in which I speak to a native speaker and talk normally and naturally, then make sure to sign up for my US Conversation podcast. I release one new episode every 1 month, and it's a long conversation between me and someone else from a different part of the US. And of course, you have the transcript for each episode, and you also have the definition of keywords and phrases that we use during the conversation. So if you're interested in that, make sure to click in the link on the episode description below this episode on page. And if you want my training for your pronunciation and your listening, then make sure to join my membership so you can get my specialized training to help you pronounce English better and also listen and understand more effectively. So the link is also in the description below this episode. And if you like this podcast, please share it with someone else you know who's learning English, and give it a 5-star rating for my review. Are you ear ready? You know what time it is. It's listening time. Okay, let's talk about Thanksgiving. First, let me talk about it a little bit about origin of Thanksgiving, where it came from. So it's generally believed that Thanksgiving originated in the year 1621. So what was happening at that time? Well, there was English settler, so we would call pilgrim, that came over on the Mayflower ship. It was maybe the most famous ship that went back and forth between Europe and what is now the US, right? That went back and forth between Europe and America, right? And so the pilgrim, or the people who came starting in 1620, I believe, and then all throughout the 1620s, they came taking this Mayflower ship, and they established Plymouth colony, and that's in Massachusetts. Okay, this is one of the famous colonies that the English settler established in the U.S. It were the second colony in America, so it's one of the most significant one. And so these pilgrim who established the Plymouth colony, they were in contact with some of the native people. So specifically for this Thanksgiving story, we're talking about the 1.8 people. So these are natives American who were here prior to the English settler. So prior to the Mayflower bringing the pilgrim over, these Wampang people already there. And of course, there was a lot of contact between the settler and in 1621 there was an autumn harvest feast. So autumn referring to the season, of course, and the harvest referring to the crops that you grow on your land, and then you harvest them, and then you can eat them and use them in different ways. That the harvest part, and then a feast. A feast just refers to a big meal that you have with multiple people. Alright, so they had in autumn harvest pilgrim and one people.